Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings? Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com, or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
I'm here today with philsgang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. It's just a 1% fee. They wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch The Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande weekdays at 9 a.m. on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to The Phil's Gang Show right in your hands, at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Show Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row. We're the fastest growing company in America. Now, Phil will share business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com offers unique stock software called Phil's Talking Trader on a monthly subscription starting at only $14.95 a month. The Phil's Gang PTT charting software offers earnings data, audio notifications, and the charts are color-coded, so it's the easiest charting software on the market.
Their charts are wonderful. I like the PT1 and the PT2. I use them interchangeably. I have been with him for almost 4 years, and I found that his information is very useful in my being able to make this year 65% above my initial investment.
I would recommend to become a Phillips Gang member because he has his own charts, and like he says, it's follow the money.
The PTT 1 and 2, it really just tells you exactly what to do.
To subscribe to the easiest charting software available, that's philsgang.com. Give them a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic. And that's philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
You know, we're growing job creation now year on year of a little over 2%, and the labor force is growing maybe 1%, which means the unemployment rate is falling at a pace of 1% a year or a little more than that. You know, so you're looking at 6 months from now being with an unemployment rate with a 4 handle. And I think between now and then, if you creep this thing towards 5%, I just can't imagine a Federal Reserve in this country arguing that we should have a zero interest rate structure when we're sub 5% unemployment or right at the doorstep.
And there's the problem. Did you hear what this guy said? We should not have a 0% interest rate or low interest when the unemployment's, hey, 5%. That's crazy. Look how things are terrific. But unemployment isn't 5%. So that's the problem when you get bad information. When you use fake information, there's consequences. When you use fake information, it's just, we talked about this a week ago, like the mortgage rates are going up because people think the economy's doing better. They say, look, the economy's doing great. The unemployment rate's less, 5.6%. So let's move the 30-year fixed rate mortgages up when they should be moving them down because the real unemployment rate is 12%. Unbelievable, isn't it? Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, out the Wall Street Radio Network. Just got our job numbers, and they're talking about, again, 295,000 jobs. But wait, they're not good jobs. Here we go again. They're mostly all service jobs, bartenders, waitress, healthcare jobs. They added, think about this, they added 30,000 retail jobs, bartenders, all those kind of jobs, waitresses, and the guy that works and the gal that works in Macy's, lousy paying jobs, 30,000. High paying manufacturing jobs, which produces goods, produces stuff. I can't believe the number, 8,000. The petroleum and coal industry, they didn't produce any jobs. They lost 6,000. So this guy comes out and says, boy, look how good we're doing. Look at this. But remember how they get these numbers. This is what I hate about these numbers. See, I call this Fake Friday. This is Fake Friday. That's all it is. It's just a bunch of nonsense. These numbers are just fake. And the way they get these numbers is just absolutely nuts. For instance, each month, the Obama administration has been maintaining 250,000 jobs for the last 6 years. Wait a minute. That's not how it's supposed to work. When you have a recession, and you come out of the recession, you're shooting out at a rate of a GDP economic growth of about 6-7%. We're at 2. At 6-7%, when you're immediately coming out of the recession for about 18 months, you're producing about 475,000 jobs or more. Then you level out to 250. We never hit that 475. We never hit that GDP growth, economic growth, 7%. We've been maintaining 2% and been maintaining about 250,000 jobs a month on average. That's where we are. If you average it out over, annualize over 12 months. So, and just remember these job numbers. Remember what they did to the last job numbers. When December and January came around, remember this? They found they had a problem. The American economy gave up 2,755,000 jobs. They lost 2,755,000 jobs. So to come up with their 250,000 number, or 257,000 number last time, what they did is use their metric system of birth, death. So what they did is they killed the 2,755,000, killed them off. They birthed 3 million plus to come up with the last job number of 257. That's how they do it. It's all fake. It's all fake. They're doing the same thing. So again, just remember the last job number we came up with around 250, how they got it. If they left the 2,755,000, the true number where the economy gave up those, lost 2,700,000 jobs, 2,755,000 jobs, it would have showed we probably did about 80,000 jobs. So they couldn't come out with 80,000 jobs. So they had to get up to their average 250. So they said, well, let's just kill it and we'll produce 3 million. And how they produced the 3 million with the death system, birth death rate system, metric system, they take an average. What they do is they go to all these communities, cities, and they take a average of everyone who's starting a new corporation, and then they just pretend how many people are going to be working in those corporations. Now, most people who start a corporation are going to, I told you this before, are going to have like 3 people working for them, 2 people working for them, 5 people, that's it. So they'll take different sectors of the nation, the 11 different sectors where the Fed sectors are, like Chicago and Dallas, and what they'll do is they'll take and say, okay, let's take Dallas. These 5 people are opening up corporations. Now let's see these 5 corporations that are open, just going to be the wife and 2 workers. Instead, they'll plug it with 65 people or 75 people. That's how they do it. It's called birthing. So this is unbelievable. And remember now, they dropped the unemployment rate. I think it went down to 5.5%, if I'm correct. They reduced it down now from 5.6. So remember, we went from 10% to 5.6. Now we're down to 5.5, if I'm correct. So, but understand how they got there. It's not they are increasing jobs by increasing economic growth. Remember, our economy is not growing. So this is another thing. They're all excited about all these jobs that we're growing, but then why isn't our economy growing? Why is our economic growth 2%? If we're growing these jobs at 3 million new jobs a year or whatever they're telling us, then why aren't we growing the economy? If we're growing jobs, shouldn't we be growing the economy? Because it's saying the jobs that we're growing are not participating in production and productivity. They're waitress jobs. Nothing wrong with waitresses. We need waitresses, but you get my point. So to get the unemployment rate to 5.6 to down to 5.5 for this meeting, they do it by first. They have rules. They set some regulations up, some rules. If you've been out of work and you stopped looking work for the past 4 weeks, let's say you've been out of work for 2 years, and you stop looking for work in the past 4 weeks, you are not considered unemployed. You're considered employed. So you're not at 5.6%. So if you've been out of work for 2 years, 3 years, and you stop looking for work in the last 4 weeks, you are not considered unemployed. Even though you're out of work for 5 years, you're not considered unemployed. Next, rules. Say you've been out of your work for more than a year. Your neighbor, trying to be a good guy, say, look at it, when I go to work, you want to cut my lawn for me? I'll give you $15. About a half hour's worth of work, got a small loan. If you do that, they don't count that person as part of the 5.5% today. He's not considered unemployed, even though he's been out of work for, let's say, 7 years. Because he mowed this guy's lawn, his neighbor, and he got $15, they don't consider him that he's employed. They consider him employed, not unemployed. Isn't this stupid? Leave it up to the government. If you're one of the 12 million disabled, you are not counted as part of the 5.5 unemployed. The 12 million disabled people are not counted unemployed. They sit home and they're not counted as unemployed. Can you imagine that? So this is this great system we have of creating jobs, and everybody waits for this job number the first month of every Friday, and they live and die by it. And then you get this idiot Jim Paulson who comes out and says, "Oh, we're really doing good." Here's Rick Santelli.
Because the unemployment rate's not real. That makes perfect sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think. Why is that not real?
Right. And it isn't an excuse. It was overlooked when it was convenient. Now all of a sudden it's inconvenient, and the reality is dawning. And in terms of 55-year-olds, there's more of them in the workforce than we've had in many years. So it is demographics, of course, but there's more to it than that.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it. Because the 55-year-old older are staying at work longer, the kids with college educations come out can't get a job either. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, this is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve your returns today.
philgang.com chooses interactivebroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information. Be sure to tell them Phil Grande sent you. That's interactivebrokers.com.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. philsgang.com offers unique stock software called Phil's Talking Trader on a monthly subscription starting at only $14.95 a month. The Phil's Gang PTT charting software offers earnings data, audio notifications, and the charts are color-coded, so it's the easiest charting software on the market.
Their charts are wonderful. I like the PT1 and the PT2. I use them interchangeably. I have been with him for almost 4 years, and I found that his information is very useful in my being able to make this year 65% above my initial investment.
I would recommend to become a Phil's Gang member because he has his own charts, and like he says, it's follow the money.
The PTT 1 and 2, it really just tells you exactly what to do.
To subscribe to the easiest charting software available, that's philsgang.com. Give them a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
This number, the wage growth number and the non-farm payroll number the last 2 months in a row have been okay, and I'd argue there's a lot of different ways you can read that number, but we're seeming to create more bartenders and waitresses rather than manufacturing jobs. I say this, we have had every other economic indicator come out disappointing. So I wonder how the Fed is going to be looking at these numbers, because either A, it's going to be a placeholder and they're going to continue on their path, or B, it's going to tell them that, hey, things aren't very good here still. We are missing on GDP, we're missing on CPI, we're missing on PPI.
Yeah, and here's what he's saying. He's making a good point. All the jibber jabbers are saying, wow, look at this. We've got some fantastic job numbers. We're creating all these jobs. But wait a minute. But then when you go look at the economic numbers, it doesn't fit. If you're creating these 3 million new jobs all the time, these great, terrific jobs, then why is it that factory orders have fallen for the 6th straight month in a row? Answer that. Why is it in the 4th quarter or in the 3rd quarter our GDP was 5%? It came in the next quarter at 2%. So if you're creating all these wonderful jobs, then how come your economy is not expanding? Why is it then the stock market's going up 200%, but your economy is growing 2%? So you got the stock market going up 200%, your economy growing 2%. That doesn't make sense. And then you got all these job numbers coming in, but yet the problem you got there is factory orders are falling. Household spending is falling. Retail sales are falling. Disposable incomes falling. Durable goods sales falling off the cliff. So how could they all be falling off the cliff if these jobs are so good? Something's wrong here. Something's very, very wrong. But the jibber jabbers won't tell you the truth. They won't tell you what's wrong. The strong dollar. They're bragging about the strong dollars. The dollar's going to shoot up this morning big time. That's why we're in a good position to short gold this morning. Again, remember, we're looking to short gold, so we'll take a look at gold. If you want to follow us on gold when the market opens, just go to my site, philsgang.com. And if you have a mobile device, you can follow me on my chart. Go to philsgang.com, click on Listen Live, or take a look at GDX, gold mining stocks, and some other stocks too. All right, so there's the bottom line. None of this makes any sense at all. It just doesn't make any sense. Just like the banks, we were talking about the banks the other day, how the banks are so phony. The 5 largest banks in this country, the way they're making their profits, you and I, the taxpayer, are giving them the money to make the profits. We're subsidizing. But listen to this. They came out with another stress test. They said, oh, the banks are fine. We just tested them.
The Federal Reserve finding all 31 global bank holding companies undergoing this year's stress test did have enough capital on hand to...
Yeah, they all passed. Yeah, they did with Geithner too. But here's what they don't put in the stress test. They leave out the key assumption. What would happen if interest rates went up 1%, or even 0.5%? What would happen? The banks would crumble. Because right now the banks are insolvent. They're propped up. We talked about this yesterday, by tax dollars. That's how they're propping them up. All the profits are coming in, and the taxpayers putting the money in to give them the profits. They don't make profits. 70% of J.P. Morgan's profits all come from the taxpayer. So when they report later this month and you hear this big profit they made, remember where it came from. We gave them the tax dollars to put the profit there. Everything is all phony. And the stress test is so phony. It's unbelievable. And then you got the stocks. They're so overblown, overvalued. It's incredible. Here's Greenspan.
What QE did in the United States, both QE 1, 2, and 3, is basically by buying very significant quantities of the issuance of long-term U.S. Treasuries and mortgage-backed securities, we drove the real long-term interest rate down. Doing that creates a price-earnings ratio expansion because of the arbitraging.
Okay, your hair's going to hurt. Listen to him. What he's simply saying is, we print all this money and we go buy all the 10-year treasuries, so that when you buy treasuries, what happens? The interest rate, the yield goes down, and when that yield goes down, it shoots stock prices up. You see what I'm saying? When you have interest rates going down, then your stock prices go up, and here's why. Because when you drop those yields so low that they're not attractive anymore to our foreign investors, like our Saudis and the rest of the countries who, especially the oil producers over there in the sandbox, they want to come over here and they want to buy the dollars. They want to invest in treasuries. So, but when they see the yield so bad, so low, so unattractive, they put their money. It forces them into the stock market. So that's why you see stocks are up 20% more than they should be. Actually, they're about 40% more than they should be. Let's just be conservative, 20%. So stocks are overblown. Now, that would never happen unless we had what? QE. Because it's QE that's made the stock prices go up, because we can print enough money to give to these companies to buy their own shares. Now, but QE is not working. And yet we got all these countries. You got Japan. Okay, Japan is doing QE now. Europe's doing QE now. But wait a minute, this hasn't worked in the United States. So why are they doing it there? And the problem is, it makes the dollar go up even more. And then every time the dollar goes up, Caterpillar can't sell stuff overseas. And when you can't sell stuff overseas, that you mean you're losing jobs here in this country. For every $1 billion that we lose exporting, we lose in this country about 6,000 jobs, like a Caterpillar. So when you have a dollar going up and you're making it stronger by this fake QE to push stocks up, then this QE is killing the employment in this country of good-paying jobs, like a Caterpillar.
But you know what? At 2.1% for the 10-year, I might rewind the clock here. This time last year, all the smart people in the room thought we'd be trading at 3.5%. I can't, and also we've had over 20 countries move to cut their interest rates to weaken their currency to help them get themselves out of bad economies, which has in turn just strengthened the dollar without even having to move the dollar higher at all. So, take a look what's around us. I think it's going to be very difficult to strengthen the dollar more if we raise rates. I think what the ECB is doing.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Everything is so engineered. And that's why you got to be part of Phil's gang, so you can take advantage of it, and you have plenty of money to retire with. We'll be right back after this break. 28 past the hour here on Phil's Gang.
For more information on this show, go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings? Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com, or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com, or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Show Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row. We're the fastest growing company in America. Now, Phil will share business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com offers unique stock software called Phil's Talking Trader on a monthly subscription starting at only $14.95 a month. The Phil's Gang PTT charting software offers earnings data, audio notifications, and the charts are color-coded, so it's the easiest charting software on the market.
Their charts are wonderful. I like the PT1 and the PT2. I use them interchangeably. I have been with him for almost 4 years, and I found that his information is very useful in my being able to make this year 65% above my initial investment.
I would recommend to become a Phil's Gang member because he has his own charts, and like he says, it's follow the money.
The PTT 1 and 2, it really just tells you exactly what to do.
To subscribe to the easiest charting software available, that's philsgang.com. Give them a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Show Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row. We're the fastest growing company in America. Now, Phil will share business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Easy Trade platform.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. The market is open. We're going to take a look at the market. We're going to look at our gold mining stocks. Remember, we got our gang short in gold mining stocks. We brought the gold mining stocks we brought to their attention a few days ago. And if you look on my PT2, just go to philsgang.com, click on Watch Live. So if you're in front of your computer or you have some mobile device, check this out, and you'll see that if you had my PT2, you would have made money when gold went up, and you would have made money when it turned red on the way down. And right now, the dollar has taken off because of these fake job numbers. And when you have these fake job numbers going up, you have the dollar strengthening. Anytime the dollar strengthens, if you get an announcement in Europe that they're going to do more QE, which they're doing, and Japan's going to do more QE, which obviously is not working, it only works for the stock market. See, that's what people don't understand. When countries are doing QE following us, they know our QE didn't work. They know that all it did was move our stock market up over 200%, which made a very small segment of our population very, very wealthy. And they're going to do the same thing, but they're not going to tell them that. They're going to be told what we were told. The QE is to make the Main Street very strong, to help the little guy, which was a total lie, a total farce. But here's what's really incredible. If you think about everybody wants a full-time job, how come they don't come out and tell us how many of those jobs are full-time? Because very few are. And here's what they don't. See, like a guy like Paulson will come out and he'll jibber jabber and tell you this stuff.
You know, we're growing job creation now year on year a little over 2%.
Well, how are we growing it a little bit over job creation? How are we growing it? People are dropping out of the workforce. If they haven't looked for a job in the last 4 weeks and they've been out of work for 2 years, they're not considered unemployed. And they keep on dropping out. That's how we get the unemployment rate. Soon it'll be down to zero. Nobody will be working. Everybody will be out of work. 247 million people will be out of work in this country. Everybody's not going to be on food stamps. And Pollster come out, boy, the economy's really doing good. Look at this. The jobs are growing. Our unemployment rate's down to 5%. Well, because everybody dropped out, you idiot. Listen to this.
Because you'll hear both Wall Street and the administration say that we've had more success with unemployment than we've had in 10 years. That's just absolutely not true. The full-time jobs number is the worst it's been in 30 years.
30 years, because remember, as a percentage of the population, we have never, for these full-time jobs, we have never seen full-time jobs so low. Listen to what he says.
The number of full-time jobs, and that's what everybody wants, as a percent of the total population is the lowest it's ever been. That's what that number doesn't show. The other thing that's very misleading about that number, when the number comes out, the more jobs that drop out, the more people that drop out, the better the number gets.
Amazing, isn't it? It just drives you nuts. But here's the real problem, is the entrepreneurial spirit. This administration is killing the entrepreneurial spirit, so they're killing small jobs. They're small businesses, and they're killing jobs, because small business is the engine to full-time jobs. We need full-time jobs. Well, where did the full-time jobs come from? Small businesses. But Obama, instead of creating an environment for small businesses to succeed, he did the opposite. He denied small entrepreneurial businesses access to capital. He passed 27 new laws for small business in 2014 alone. 27 new laws. So, well, that don't sound bad, Phil. 27 new laws. Oh, really? When each one of those 27 laws attached to it is 75,000 pages of regulations to each one of those new laws that cost when you comply to this $100 million a year. I mean, $46 billion a year. $46 billion a year. Now, if those small businesses, if he didn't put the 27 new laws with 75,000 pages of regulation, now these small businesses have to go spend $46 billion to go hire lawyers and go hire accountants to figure out what the hell these things are. All that money could have went into buying new equipment, adding new people. You see how stupid this country is being run by some idiot that ran Acorn. It was a neighborhood organizer. This is why you're in the mess you're in. That's why we still have 10 million people upside down in their homes. And that's another thing. If things are so good, then why is it? Here we go. We got 10 million people as of today still upside down in their homes. But what's Obama going to do? He's going to go back to what created your house being upside down. He's going to go back and do the same thing again. He's opening up a plan where he's creating an environment for people to the poor people who have low credit standards to put no payment, to put no payment down for the working poor who have no savings, who have terrible credit scores, who have a terrible payment history. And he's going to say, okay, we got a new program, put no money down, and we'll make sure you're going to get into this house. And these are the people who most of the time have no job. If they do have a job, it's a lousy, low-paying job. Can you believe this? And you and I, the taxpayer, are going to subsidize the down payment for them in this program. And then the banks that make the loans to them are going to take those loans and sell them to Fannie and Freddie. Didn't we do that before? Didn't we have to bail out Fannie and Freddie with $180 billion? This is just, again, it's all about liberalism. It's all about politics. So what are you going to do when all this is happening? You don't believe any of that. You got to make money for retirement. So here's what we're going to do. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Now take a look at this. On my chart, my PT2 chart, if you were with it, remember I said join my class. If you joined the class yesterday, I said join my class. By the way, my class opens at 5 after 10, so you got plenty of time to join right now. Go to philsgang.com. And I told my gang members we got to stay short. We got to stay short with gold, the GDX. The minute it turned red, you see where it turned red here? And you had 2 days. You had a confirmation right here, 2 days. And look at this morning. It dropped. It dropped like a rock. Why? Because the dollar went up. Why? Because of these stupid job numbers. And because Japan, okay, is going to do more QE. Europe's going to do more QE. And so every time the dollar gets stronger, every time Europe talks about more QE and Japan talks about more QE, and they were talking about we have this great job creation this morning, the dollar goes up. Because why does it go up? Because everyone's saying, well, that means the economy's really doing good, and therefore interest rates are going to go up. Are you kidding? So look at how GDX dropped out of bed. Now, let's say you lived in Maine somewhere in a cave. You had no access to radio, TV, or newspaper. All you did is use my PT2. That's all you did. And you just followed the color code. And once you had a crossover, which is a confirmation, and it went from green to red on GDX, guess what? You'd have been making money, and you didn't have to know why gold was going down. You didn't have to know anything about the strong dollar. You didn't have to know anything about Europe. You didn't have to know anything about Japan, what they're doing with QE. You didn't have to know anything about what causes a strong dollar. You didn't have to know none of that. All you had to know is the difference between green and red. And look at this. Look how well you would have done. So we got a beautiful chart going on GDX, our mining stock. We're also going to take a look at, again this morning, Apple. Now, Apple, okay, is really crucial right now. Now, Apple, I told everybody Apple should settle down around $125. It dropped from about 123, and now it's down towards 125. Now, here's the thing with Apple. If it can hold that 125, it should be all right. We will know if it's not going to be all right before anybody else. How are we going to know? Because when it turns red, just like our GDX turned red, here, I'll put it back, GDX. See when GDX was green, everything was fine. Like here, everything was fine, GDX, and turned red, see? So it's worth it. For you people who have all your money invested in Apple, or a lot of your money invested in Apple, you should have the PT2 just for that, just so that you can monitor on my chart when Apple turns red. What do? That's funny, Apple turns red. Aren't most apples red? Hey, look at that. They call that an oxymoron, or am I just a moron? I don't know. But anyways, so again, Apple, if that turns red, you know to get out, secure your profits, and then make extra money by shorting it. And charting is so beautiful because we don't care about the job numbers. As investors, we don't care about job numbers. We don't care about the strong dollar, weak dollar. We don't care about QE. We don't care about any of that. We don't need to care about any of that. It's amazing. All you got to do is watch your chart, and then you're going to have enough money to retire, because there is a retirement crisis in this country. People just don't have enough money to retire. We'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Investors who want to maximize their opportunities and minimize their losses, turn to philsgang.com. Beginner or seasoned investor, PhilsGang.com is where you learn to invest using professional-level skills and strategies, regardless of your experience and investing goals.
Been a member for about a year, and this year I'm up around 60% on my portfolio.
I'm a new gang member. I'm up like 15% in 3 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
For only $49.95 a month, you will have access to all Phil's Gang programs, special alerts, the daily investing class, and all material is archived. So why don't you take care of your financial opportunities with PhilsGang.com? Operators are standing by. Simply call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to PhilsGang.com. That's PhilsGang.com today.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of PhilsGang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at PhilsGang.com or call 877-600-4264. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you. Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
I think I'm probably the most transparent person in public life.
ABC News has learned Hillary Clinton violated State Department email policy for all 4 years she served as Secretary of State. A senior State Department official tells us while Mrs. Clinton was Secretary, State Department employees were only allowed to use private email if they turned them over to be entered into government computers. And until they did that, they were in violation of the rules. Mrs. Clinton did not turn over emails until late last year, nearly 2 years after she stepped down as secretary.
Wow. She's what?
I think I'm probably the most transparent person in public life.
Yeah, transparent. And think about what she did. You remember former Ambassador Scott Grattan? He was the ambassador to Kenya. Well, I don't remember him either. I'm sure you don't. I don't keep up on Kenya politics. But here's what's really funny or sad. She fired him for doing the same thing. Yeah. And she said, here's the quote when she fired him, that Grafton has willfully disregarded department regulations on the use of personal computers and email for the official government business. She fired him. And he just does the same thing. And this is supposed to be our next president of the United States. Look, we can't fix her. We can't fix what Bush did. We can't fix what Obama did. We can't fix what Clinton did. It's not going to help you when you're ready to retire. We got all these young people who are living in the cellars and the attics of their parents' homes because they can't get a job because the guy who's going to retire at 65 is going to stay and work till he's 85 because he has no savings. He has no savings because why this country punish savers, taxes savers. And here's our big problem. The entrepreneur's gone. This nation was founded on entrepreneurs. But you can't have a president who is building and focusing on building a welfare state and then at the same time destroying small entrepreneurial businesses by denying access to capital, by passing 27 new laws on these small businesses, and each one of these laws have 75,000 pages attached to them. Last year alone, the $46 billion these small businesses had to pay just to sort out these rules could have went into their business, but it didn't. They had to pay lawyers and accountants. That's not counting the $1.9 trillion to comply with Obamacare and Obama's EPA limits on carbon. And we have a bigger problem. Our children and grandchildren, they're not going to want to follow in the footsteps of their entrepreneurial parents, father or grandfather. They're going to say it's not worth it. We've already seen it. Households headed by an adult, okay, who's like 35 years old. They used to, we're losing them left and right. As entrepreneurs, they dropped from 11% down to just 3.6%, these households. Households that you had an entrepreneur, a young guy, those households now are dropping from 11% to 3.6% because the nation, remember, was founded on entrepreneurs. They're the ones who create the businesses. They're the ones who create the full-time jobs everybody needs, not the part-time jobs. Instead, as I say, Obama administration is not providing an environment for the entrepreneur to build a business. Now let's think about this. If Obama was president instead of Reagan at Reagan's time, let's think Obama was president during the period Reagan was president, when we had two entrepreneurs, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. We would not have Microsoft. We would not have Apple. You would not have a cell phone. You would not have an iPad. You would not be texting anybody if Obama was born during that time that Reagan was president. Even worse, we would not have a Harley. We wouldn't. Because those businesses needed capital, access to capital. And they got access to capital. You can't have access to capital, even if you got a great idea today. Matter of fact, Jobs and Bill Gates would be working for the government today. Because when they graduated from college, I guarantee it, they weren't from wealthy families. They would go and participate in the student loan forgiveness program, where you go and you work for the government. And that's a bad thing, because the government now is soaking up a lot of our great talent that's graduating from MIT and other great colleges, because they want to get a deal to get rid of their debt. So what do you do? What do you do? Well, I guess you just got to depend on the technology that was given to us. And I'm doing that with charts every day. And here, go to my site right now. Look, all you had to do on gold, you would have made money on the way up on gold when it turned from red to green. I think it was about a 20% rally or more. 27% rally. So even if you made 5% of it or 10% of it. But then you would have gotten out. You would have known when to got out. See right here, it turned red. And even better, you would have shorted it, made money. The other day when it turned from green to red. Okay? Again, same thing. You could have shorted it. And now she's dropped. And still it's not too late to learn how to short these gold stocks. And I'm going to do that in my classroom this morning. So why don't you join my class, join Phil's gang, It's 53 past the hour. You got time to join. I get into the classroom online about 5 after 6 after 10, and then we can work together, whether it's on your stocks or the stocks that I put up every day. Now we know that the market's down now 87 points. Okay, now people say, well, why is the market down 87 points if we had this tremendous job numbers? Well, first of all, they know the jobs are fake. They know the jobs, okay, are lousy. They're mostly all part-time jobs. And when you look at the number again, you had 30,000 waitresses and bartenders to 8,000 people who are going to get a job at a factory. Now, what's that tell you? What's that tell you? Another thing is people are saying with these jobs that, you know, hey, maybe now they're going to start their jobs are so good they're going to start raising rates. And the one thing the market hates is high interest rates. So the institutions are selling off today because people are thinking, well, it's such a good job number, the economy's getting better. The unemployment dropped from 5.6 to 5.5. So what they're going to do is raise rates. So that's why you got Soros pulling his money out today. You got Buffett pulling his money out today. You got all the big guys pulling their money out to the institutions. So let's follow them. And here you can see where they're pulling it out. Where else can you go and find a chart that shows you if you're invested in mining stocks, where else would it show you? Where else can you find a program, software program, that tells you that these guys are taking their money out so that you can do the same thing? I mean, that's a wonderful program, isn't it? Okay, we're also going to let's take a look at Apple one more time, because I know a lot of you own Apple. And right now, Apple, okay, rallied this morning. And you can ask my gang members. I told them that I felt yesterday, I said, I think Apple is going to hold right around 126 bucks. And sure enough, that's what happened. And look at this. Apple on my computer stayed green. It stayed green. So it's telling the institutions are not pulling their money out. So you would have stayed with Apple, and you would have taken your money out of the mining stocks, and you would have shorted the mining stocks. Not bad. How about J&J? Now, J&J is one of the stocks that got hurt because of the strong dollar. So right now, it's still green. It's telling you, go ahead and stay in. It's still green. But we're going to be very cautious with it, right? Because the dollar is getting strong, and this could turn red. So when it turns red, we'll take our money out. It's that simple. Look, all you have to do is understand that the government's not going to be there to help you when you retire. They're not going to come over to your house and say, what can I do for you? That's not going to happen. Your Social Security check? Are you kidding me? Why do you think more and more people are going to disability checks? Why do you think they double disability checks? Because for the rest of their life, they know they can get $1,100 a month from disability. That's unbelievable, isn't it? All right. Join my gang. I got plenty of time. I start at 6 after. Go to philsgang.com. Get ready to come to my class. philsgang.com.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.